Hello, spooky crew. Our tote bag drawing is officially closed, and we just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who entered. We are so grateful for the love and the support, and we have loved reading your reviews. Missed the tote? No worries. We're still sending out high-quality vinyl stickers while supplies last. Just email us proof of your rating and review along with your mailing address to thespookydarlings@gmail.com, and we'll get one headed your way. Quick promise, your address is only for mailing the sticker. No emails, no selling info, no funny business, just spooky gratitude. Thanks again for supporting the show. You are the reason we do this.
You're listening to The Spooky Darlings, where three sisters share stories of the strange and unusual and whatever fascinates or excites us. I'm Emily.
I'm Nettie.
I'm Haley.
And today we are doing something a little bit unusual. We have been on a cryptid crawl of the 50 United States, but we decided to do a little break and do a European cryptid crawl today. So we selected a couple of fun stories to share with our listeners. And here we go. Take it away, Haley.
Emily.
Nettie.
Or Nettie. Which one's going to go first? I think it's you, Em. All right.
We'll find out in a second. Okay, I'm going to share with you the Wolpertinger of Germany. This is the mischievous Frankencryptid.
Ooh.
The Wolpertinger, or sometimes spelled Wolperdinger, comes from the Bavarian Alps of southern Germany, especially the regions of Bavaria, Baden-Württemberg, and I'm probably pronouncing all of these wrong, by the way, and the Black Forest. So the depictions in art and lore date back to the 1700s. Local hunters and innkeepers spread the stories to entertain travelers, and sometimes they would sell, and sometimes they still do actually, sell mounted specimens or like taxidermied hoaxes, basically. Of note, the American jackalope, which...
I was about to say like the jackalope.
Yes, which,
Yes, okay.
yes, that is believed to be inspired by the Wolpertinger.
Oh.
So the Wolpertinger looks kind of like what happens when the forest plays that mix and match monsters game. Do you remember that game from when you were kids where you'd pick a head card, a tummy card, and a foot card, basically?
Yes, I do.
And then you'd I can't even remember. I guess you'd laugh, or would you draw it? I don't remember exactly how we played the game, but
You'd laugh.
it's very...
laughter. I'd have to read the rules, but I'm pretty sure it says create your animal. Laugh.
Very much like that. So typical features include either a rabbit or a squirrel body, deer antlers or goat horns, bird wings, often from a pheasant, either fangs or a duckbill, not usually both.
Oh.
Okay.
Clawed bird feet, but sometimes webbed bird feet. Oh. And then a feathery tail or a bushy fox-type tail, or even a rabbit-type tail.
Okay.
So, most specimens in German inns or beer houses are mashups of a hare, pheasant, duck, deer, weasel, and some Bavarian stories tie the Wolpertinger to love charms and fertility rituals.
Ooh.
They appear only when a beautiful woman enters a secluded part of the forest under a full moon or at twilight with the right man.
Oh.
Does this sound a little bit like a story that man might be making up to get the pretty girl to go out into the forest alone with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Huh.
So,
Wait. But
He's like under twilight or a full moon.
and it has to be us alone, and you have to be beautiful. Sorry, these are the rules.
he's like, which is why I need you to come with me. And he's like, and listen, if the Wolpertinger doesn't come, then I'm not the right man, but we won't know unless we go here together.
Alone.
So, some stories say that they are, and this is a new word to me, and I love it so much, that they are crepuscular, which means active during twilight. Do you guys know that was a word?
No.
I love that
you
word.
please
Okay,
spell
so
it?
Well, I just told you it means active during twilight.
spell it.
Crepuscular.
Spell it.
Oh, I thought you said tell us. Please. And I was like, I I did. Crepuscular is Crepuscular.
Oh, I thought for a minute it was going to be like crepuscular, like cryptid. And it's going to be like, that's a great word for cryptids.
But that would be great.
Did you just invent a new word for cryptids?
Well, I think I invented a new word to describe cryptids. Crepuscular.
For twilight cryptids.
Yeah.
Okay, so their wings shimmer in low light.
Okay.
But if you try to approach them, they vanish immediately. It is said that the Wolpertinger likes salt, beer foam, and breadcrumbs. So if you want to catch one, you simply rub salt behind your ears.
Hold on. Am I crepuscular?
I think you are.
Am I a Wolpertinger?
Am I a Wolpertinger?
You might be.
Sorry, go on.
So if you want to catch a Wolpertinger, you can just rub a little bit of salt behind your ears, maybe have a beer and some breadcrumbs with you, and sit quietly in the Bavarian woods at twilight.
So does it have to be the Bavarian woods? This won't happen if I take my husband out back on the full moon, which is tonight.
I think it might. You just don't know. There's only one way to find out. But you have to wait for the creature to come to you.
Yes.
You have to sit quietly and wait for it to come to you, and it will attempt to lick the salt behind your ears and expose itself.
We are going to the Bavarian woods. I've decided.
Wait,
Yes.
that's how you know it licks behind your ears before you see it?
Uh-huh.
I mean, this does sound pretty gross.
You just,
and maybe
it sounds just scary.
possibly like if somebody was annoying around the campfire, they'd be like, listen, put some salt behind your ears and go quietly into the forest by yourself.
Is this why you guys are trying to lure me to the Bavarian woods?
The man is like, sit still, close your eyes, and wait. I'm right here next to you, but we can't hold hands. You'll know it's there if you feel someone licking behind your ear.
We can't hold hands, and if you feel my breath, it's not my breath. It's a Wolpertinger's breath.
It's the Wolpertinger, and if you feel a tongue, it's not my tongue. It's the Wolpertinger licking salt. I just want to lick the salt. I mean, it's the Wolpertinger licking salt.
It's not me. Why would I lick the salt behind your ears? I do love salt, but I wouldn't do that.
It's like, but I know you love breadcrumbs, salt, and beer foam.
Okay, so there is a variant of the Wolpertinger called the Hassenbach, and this is a very specific hybrid. It is a rabbit with chamois antlers, rooster wings, and duck feet. And this is considered the original or the pureblood version of the Wolpertinger. There is a museum, it's called the Royal Bavarian Wolpertinger Museum, located in Munich, and it proudly displays dozens of taxidermied Wolpertinger specimens. These became super popular attractions in the 1800s. You know, travelers would come and look at the Wolpertinger specimens that had been taxidermied in different beer houses and lodges and things like that, and it was an attraction.
Uh-huh.
Depending on the person that you ask, Wolpertinger might be considered shy but mischievous or a harmless prankster. Or it could be considered a trickster who hides things, especially these particular things: tools, socks, or unattended beer steins. And I do think this does sound like a scapegoat for people who lose their socks and tools frequently.
Once again, Haley is
Because
saying,
too many beer steins.
once again, Haley is saying, am I a Wolpertinger? Lost beer steins, lost socks.
Well, I think also it's like a funny prank, like, you know, if you walk away from your beer and your friend drinks it, they're like, the Wolpertinger drank it. You can just drink their beer and be like, darn it. But some people also say that Wolpertingers are a guardian of the forest that will sometimes imitate bird calls or roll pebbles down the hills towards hikers to spook them or guide them away from danger. But they're rarely considered dangerous themselves. So a couple of tales. There was a hunter's tale from the 1800s that told of a hunter who saw a rabbit with antlers, wings flapping frantically, and glowing eyes. But when he shot at it, the creature shattered into feathers, fur, and laughter.
Don't shoot.
This is supposedly one of the earliest Wolpertinger sightings. You're right, Haley. I don't think you should shoot at the Wolpertinger.
I agree, Haley.
Except
Thank you.
now that I know that it explodes into feathers and laughter, though, I'm kind of like, well,
Okay.
that sounds kind of like a fun thing to see.
That does. fun explosion.
Not if it dies. It probably, I meant more like it is like, haha, and like throws its stuff.
Haha, away!
Throws confetti in the air.
There are recurring legends of Wolpertingers sneaking into farmhouses through chimneys and eating the cheese and cured meats, rearranging tools and leaving muddy paw prints on the rafters. What do you think was actually happening, though?
Stinkers.
Tricksters.
I bet you. Okay, so
Raccoons are American, so don't blame it on raccoons.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet that the dad like took the meats and cheeses and ate them, and then was like, "What?" And then moved some tools around and made fake paw prints on the ceiling to like.
Yeah. Took one of his taxidermied animals.
Wait, is Brent a Wolpertinger?
Yeah, for sure.
So he didn't have to be the shameful, hungry dad that ate everybody's snacks. He got to be like, whoops, it was a Wolpertinger.
Oh, yes.
That's
And they're like, but Papa, we're starving.
Okay, another story is the night watchman's encounter from the 1840s. A watchman in the town of Mittenwald claimed he saw a winged hare with glowing red eyes perched on a rooftop, shrieking, and it freaked out all the livestock.
Yikes.
I think instead of a Wolpertinger, it was probably an owl or a bat.
Do bats shriek?
Yeah, they kind of make that like
Yeah.
it's like a squeaky
There's like a bat screeches across the room.
Oh.
squeaky sound.
Oh, I guess I haven't been around bats that much.
Oh,
Well, you're missing out.
Screeching across rooms.
Most of my bat encounters were back when I had a hot tub, and I would sit in the hot tub, and you'd toss at a certain time of night. You could toss water in the air, and the bats would swoop down and drink the water.
Nice.
It was so fun.
Ooh.
And I was like, sorry about the chemicals.
And the dead skin.
No, I will cut that out.
Gross.
I don't
Okay.
okay. Skin.
So, historians believe that the tales, partly originated from like crazy taxidermied animals put together. Also from, like hunters entertaining each other with beer-fueled stories in alpine taverns, or a genuine fear of forest spirits. I think it could have, been an owl or bat spotted by somebody who needed glasses. But the most likely explanation for people seeing Wolpertingers is rabbits infected by the Shope papillomavirus, which is that virus that gives them insane tumor-like things that resemble horns and antlers. Have you ever seen pictures of rabbits with those?
Yes.
I have not, but I can't wait for you to post them because I know you will.
I will post a picture of it. But yeah, it does. It literally, it looks like deer with antlers, but it's
it's called the.
But it's a
It's called a rabbit papilloma. Is
It's
it called the
called
hare
the
papilloma
Shope,
virus?
SHOPE, Shope papillomavirus.
Oh,
Does Shope spell
Related.
rabbit?
I just
I was just joking.
listen. I don't know.
You were seriously asking me because
you
I'm the
read?
speller of the family.
So today, the Wolpertinger can be found on Bavarian beer labels, on tourist trinkets and postcards, often wearing lederhosen, in folk festivals, beer houses, museums, or at twilight in the forest if you're a beautiful woman with the right man.
Well, well, well.
And that is the Wolpertinger.
I love it.
Nice.
Nicely done. I do wonder if it was just a big taxidermy competition and that's like where they all came about and the stories
like-
were just like scaring the children,
Oh, your rabbit had duck feet? I'm going to show you what my rabbit had.
Papa, is it real? Yes, it's real and it's going to eat you.
It's really fun to look at the taxidermied ones.
Oh, I'm going
Nettie,
there.
the Germans famously loved their children's bedtime stories.
I know. Did I tell you? I think I've already told you this, but when Olivia lived here, when we were first recording my German exchange student, I was like, "Oh, tell me about like your most famous like German ghost story or German like cryptid or legend." And she's like, "Oh, we just don't have any. There are no scary stories in Germany, except for with less of an accent because she barely had an accent." And I was like, "Olivia, really? Grimm's fairy tales? They're German. Were they the ones that are German?"
I thought so.
Brothers Grimm. And then she was like, oh, yes, that one. Oh, right, and that one. Oh, okay, we have a lot. It was kind of funny. I love her.
Oh, that's funny.
But yes, we are eventually planning on going to Germany and visiting. And guess what I'm adding to my list? The Wolpertinger Museum, because Munich apparently is a really good place to go and visit because it's like, I think that Munich is the place that's like the old Bavarian style with all of that old architecture. I believe that is Munich.
I don't know, but I think you should go during September for Oktoberfest.
Yes, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emily, we should find out what dates she's going.
And come with me?
We'll just be there.
Yes.
Wait, or
We'll just
maybe
be there.
maybe we're just going. Maybe it's
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Exclude your family. We're going, us 3 sisters.
You're like, sorry, Brent.
You'll recognize us by our dirndls and jugs, holding 2 jugs.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 jugs of
In our hands.
beer, which we say in German, it's Bier.
Yes.
Prost.
Prost means to drink,
Cheers.
doesn't it? Cheers. Prost. Cheers.
P-R-O-S-T.
P-R-O-B-S-T, right? Does it have a B?
I don't know.
The movie I watched, which is really accurate, it's called Beer Fest or something like that.
Definitely, that's it. Also, I think I'm thinking of Pabst
You
beer.
probably are.
P-A-B-S-T.
Pabst.
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 I
Blue ribbon.
I add letters to words. I'm still convinced vacuum.
Which is why I'm the speller of the family.
one time had an N. I swear to you, you know, they talk about like the Mandela effect, like where you have a memory so strong. I swear to you that I lived in a reality where the word vacuum was vacuumin.
Weird.
Yeah.
Is it not?
No, there's
kidding.
no N.
Are you thinking of acumen, which is similar without the V? Probably. All right. Who wants to go next?
I'm happy to go next.
All right, Haley's going to go next.
Okay. So imagine you're in Scotland at the edge of a lake or at the edge of a loch.
Ooh.
And you look down the shoreline and it seems like it came from nowhere. A horse.
Oh.
And it seems to be calling to you. And you approach the horse and you go to pet it. And then you climb up onto the horse and the horse starts to walk into the lake.
Oh.
So you try to get off, but you're stuck.
Oh, no.
And to your horror, the horse dives into the water, taking you with it.
That's so scary.
Today, I'm talking about mythical Scottish Kelpies.
Yikes.
They are dangerous water horses found lurking near deep lochs or fast rivers. And they can shapeshift into human form if desired, a beautiful man or woman.
Oh.
They have the strength of 10 regular horses, and when their
Okay.
tail hits the water, it sounds like a clap of thunder. And they like to lure humans to water, and they drown and sometimes eat them.
Oh. Wow. The Scots do not fool around with their cryptids.
So, in human form, they will still have hooves instead of feet. And they will have seaweed in their hair. They're always near rivers or lochs. And if you find yourself on a Kelpie, they do have a magical bridle. And if you are able to control the bridle, you can save yourself from drowning. You will be the temporary master of the beast.
Okay.
So, in human form, they can also be deadly. And Kelpies are almost always male, which is where a lot of the warning women to be cautious when you meet a handsome stranger comes from. And how
Always being careful.
However, many accounts suggest that Kelpies in human form are more rough looking and hairy, and they'll leap at people and crush them in their grip.
So
and then
wait, so
tear
we-
them apart and devour them.
We have to look out for handsome men and rough-looking men.
Who are going to leap out of nowhere and tear you to shreds.
That leaves us with nerds.
They will eviscerate you, if you will.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Scary.
If you don't know what eviscerate means, go back and re-listen to Emily's section of the episode.
So, a common story told about the Kelpie is that some children were skipping church and playing by a loch when they
Okay.
see a beautiful horse. And suddenly the horse kneels down beside them and seems to beckon to them to climb on.
Oh, what child wouldn't?
One by one, the children hop aboard, and before long, there were 7 on the horse's back. And the horse seemed to also get longer to accommodate each child.
There's room.
Now, only one child was left, Dougal, whose mother had terrified him with Kelpie legends. However, there was something strangely inviting about the animal, and he just couldn't seem to resist as he edged closer to the horse.
Oh no, Dougal.
Dougal reached out and touched the horse's coat with just one finger and immediately felt something strange surge through his body. With the last of his willpower, Dougal pulled out a little knife and chopped off his own finger.
Oh, wow.
And the Kelpie roared and raged, reared up with the other children, stuck on its back, and galloped into the water. And soon it disappeared below the surface, along with Dougal's finger and all of his friends.
Oh, yikes.
And so here's a little poem by the Scottish man named Robert Burns.
Okay.
And it goes, "When thou's dissolve the snowy herd and float the jingling icy bird, then water kelpies haunt the ford by your direction, and nighted travellers are allured to their destruction."
Oh my gosh, I felt like I was being read a poem by a real Scotchwoman. Scotswoman.
I thought it was a Scotsman.
Scotsman, yeah.
Yeah, no, but I felt like you reading it to me that it was actually a Scottish woman is what I was saying because Haley did such a good job with the accent.
Yes.
You're welcome. I know. Hey, I told you guys I'm doing French accents, Scottish accents, and soon Norwegian accent.
Scandinavian.
Okay? Scandinavian. And those are the Scottish Kelpies.
Wow.
Those are freaky.
Yeah. You be
those-
careful.
Yes.
Kind of like a tandem. Do you remember those, like seeing those tandem bicycles, but not just for two? It was like multiple. I feel like that's what the
Yeah.
horse turned into. Like it got so long that you could fit a whole bunch of kids on there.
But
7.
I feel like you can jump off the bicycle seats.
Well, that's the difference between a Kelpie and a bicycle. One of the differences.
Let's list them right now.
It's like a wiener dog plus horse, but
Yeah.
you get stuck on it and it swims.
Yeah.
And it doesn't, for some reason, I was about to say it doesn't have a hot dog bun on it. And that would be true because also wiener dogs don't have hot dog buns on them.
There's no hot dog bun.
difference is.
It's called a hot dog horse.
Were you thinking it was like those hot dog? Did you already
The
say
Oscar
this?
Mayer wiener van, I guess, is what I was picturing.
I
or
was
like the
thinking of
hot
those
dog
boat
slinky
pulled
toy.
ones. Like the ones that
Yes.
get pulled by a boat where you can like put a ton of kids on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I've yet to ride on one. And you know what? I don't know that I ever will because I don't really have a desire.
No, because you can really easily get your head knocked into the person in front of you or behind you.
Yeah.
I would bail very quickly. I just know I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no thank you.
When you were doing that motion, I thought you were describing the slinky toy. And I was like, yes, the slinky dog toy.
Yes.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking
You know,
about.
those in the, you're like, yes, I do. Those slinkies on the
I
stairs.
thought you were referencing length again.
No, I'm talking about like on Toy Story, the wiener dog toy.
No.
where it's
I know.
this-
I know. I knew what you meant. I was just like stacking on the joke. Blah, blah.
And it worked. Blah, blah, blah. All right, Nettie, what you got for us?
Listen, I've got a cryptid.
Tell us about it.
All right. I'm going to take you to Scandinavia. And without looking, what countries are included in Scandinavia? Anyone know?
Yes.
Guess.
Sweden.
Yes.
Finland.
Norway.
You are nearly right. There's 3 countries. Sweden is right. Norway
Norway.
is right. And Denmark.
Denmark. That's what I was going to say.
Denmark, Norway, and Sweden.
Oh, Finland doesn't get included.
Finland's not included in Scandinavia.
Finland is like, no thanks.
Finland, I read about it and I probably should have
No,
jotted
Finland
it
said no
down.
thank you.
But it has to do with the roots of the language of Sweden, Norway, and Denmark, and also the fjord that they're all a part of. And Finland is like up above them, not actually a part of it, but often grouped with them. And also sometimes grouped with them is Iceland.
Ah.
So kind of like in popular culture, people will include Iceland and Finland and Scandinavia, but actually it's just Denmark, Norway, Sweden. So in Scandinavian folklore, there's a fear that many Scandinavian people have, and that is that when they die, they will be revived from their restful state of death to haunt the living. If you lived a good life and didn't wrong anyone and didn't kill anyone, you could sleep soundly. But if you are a murderer, you would be scared and never have a restful night of sleep. And why?
Because
Yes, because
And the because is Gjenganger is coming for you. Now, if you hear about a Gjenganger, you might say, well, this sounds kind of like a ghost, right? It's a person who has died that comes back for revenge. However, it is not your typical ghost. And here's why. A Gjenganger is physical. It is a corporeal being, meaning it appears to have a body as opposed to being spectral. It is not in spirit form. It is in its physical form, kind of like a zombie. Gjenganger translates loosely in English to walking again. Now, who becomes a Gjenganger? Well,
I call it.
You get to be one? Oh. Haley.
Dibs.
Not it.
1, 2, 3. Emily and I are like, no, thanks. Haley's like, me. So this is how you become a Gjenganger. You have a lot of options, actually.
Okay.
First, those who have died before their time. Second, victims of a violent death. For example, murder, suicide, a crime,
I don't like any of those.
or an accident, a violent accident. Or those who had unfinished business can also become a Gjenganger.
That's the one.
That's the one, Haley. You just have to make sure that you've got some. You know what? Hold off on something. Like, I've always wanted to get this closet organized, and I'm not going to.
I'm really good at procrastinating. So when I die, there will probably be something undone.
There is a good
Unfinished.
chance you'll come back as a Gjenganger.
Okay.
What do they want? Well, most often, if they were the victim of a murder or a crime, they want revenge. They want to disrupt and ruin the lives of those who wronged them and the lives of their families. If you're a Gjenganger because you had unfinished business, then you need help from the living to complete an undone task.
I'm going to haunt you both so bad.
I hope so, but
Probably going
please,
to have to finish a puzzle.
please not upside down on the ceiling crawling fast. That is the only thing I don't want. You know what I want? I want to open my eyes and have you just hovering right above me.
Yeah.
Just like nose to nose.
Forehead to forehead like we do.
Yes. I might be startled for a minute, but then we'll both get a good chuckle.
Yeah. And you'll be like, I knew you'd come
I'll
back.
do like a human chuckle and you'll do like a ghostly chuckle. And then I'll text Emily and Emily will be like, that's weird because she's actually hovering above me right now.
I'm going to get both of you so bad.
You can be in 2 places at once.
Yes, I can.
Wow.
Let me tell you what they do. Oh, yeah. Also, another way is undone task. Yeah, I already said that. But
puzzle or something.
If you're a Gjenganger, yes, that'd be a good one, and you need help finishing an undone task, then usually you go in and you try to get someone living, often a family member, to try to help you finish whatever task it is.
Yeah, both of you guys.
Thank you. Yes, I will finish a puzzle. What do they do? Well, a Gjenganger attacks people in the middle of the night while their target is fast asleep. And they do something called a Dødningeknip. I may be pronouncing it wrong, but I did actually look it up. But it's like Dødningeknip, which is called the dead man's pinch. This results in the victim's skin leaving a blue mark wherever the Gjenganger pinched them. And then this blue mark would lead to infection or disease.
No, I'm not doing that to you guys.
No, you will never do that. No, you would never. And also the infection or disease would spread often to family. So sometimes if there was like a plague or an illness that spread through a community, it was blamed on a Gjenganger. Now, this tradition dates back to the Viking Age. And and this actually starts to include Icelandic culture because Icelandic people were included in the Vikings. So dates back to the Viking Age, but they were often called Dragars or Draugrs, which actually are a little bit different because Dragars otherwise totally similar, like physical embodiment and someone who has died who has been like reanimated. But the Dragars are trying to guard something like a treasure or a person. Whereas the Gjengangers are actually trying to get revenge or trying to complete a task.
Yeah. Get out of my way.
Yes, get out of your way. Okay.
There's some happy noises down there.
Oh my gosh, it seriously sounds like someone is getting murdered, but it's just a video game.
When you said that Icelanders are included in the Vikings, it just made me feel really warm and fuzzy because those Vikings were really inclusive.
And those Icelanders have always felt left out.
Yeah.
I think they're happy.
Oh, they're fine. I know. I was a joke.
They have a really high standard of living.
Well, we finally included them in a mosquito.
Yeah.
In having a mosquito population. And by we, the world, not
I feel
we.
like they were
the
happy
spooky
being
darlings.
left out of that.
Yeah. I just am saying, hey, you're included.
We gotcha.
So when spiritualism started to come to Scandinavia, started to sort of infiltrate Scandinavian culture around the beginning of the 20th century, the perception of the Gjenganger kind of altered. So today it kind of became more conflated with ghosts and specters. And people sometimes describe it in more of that ethereal spectral form, where before this, it was always a physical form. Think like zombie-like, literally a reanimated dead person. Now, how can you protect yourself against Gjengangers? Emily, you and I are going to have to note this because of Haley's plan to come back and haunt us.
You would never have to protect yourself from me. I'm so nice.
You are so nice. Thank you. We shan't do any of these things.
Thank you.
We won't. Okay, so if a person has the potential to become a Gjenganger, so a deceased person, they must be buried in a specific way. An inscription of a protective rune must be written on the inside of the coffin. And this will help stop the dead from being reanimated and wreaking havoc upon the living. Now, there are some messages that were translated into basically, if a woman died and was going to come back as a Gjenganger, you would write, "Please, my sister, spare me."
But I mean, you're not going to write that to me because I'm coming back for one last party.
Yeah, I would never.
So, I don't know why you would want to be spared from that.
Haley will be like, meet me at my hall closet. I got to organize this.
But first, we drink.
They also said that like as soon as Christianity sort of infiltrated the culture, they would do things like crucifixes or Christian prayers and incantations to ward off the Gjenganger, painting symbols like the cross with tar above your door was supposed to protect you against a Gjenganger. Also, when a person was buried, the coffin was to be carried over the church wall instead of through the gate, to stop them from being able to come back. It's like, I think maybe to confuse the ghost or to confuse the reanimated person.
It just
Instead of
walks
going
up
through
to
the
the wall
gate,
and it's like, I swear I came through here.
yeah, I know I came this way. Also, if the coffin was carried to the church on a sleigh or some form of wooden transport, then that transport had to be left behind to rot or used as firewood. Yeah. So anyway,
Haley, I would use my nice sleigh for you.
Thank you.
the nicest sleigh, yes,
The nicest sleigh I currently have.
which is
Thank
a
you.
Red Rider, whatever those red past ones are.
The flying red flyer.
So
Sled.
there's another way to prevent it, and that is to create something that is called a varp. And a varp is where you take a pile of stones on top of the place where the death occurred. So not the resting spot, not like the grave site, but it is where the person died. And then if you pass that place, you need to place a rock or a twig on the spot, and then you can safely pass and the Gjenganger will not come for you. If you don't place a rock or twig, then you never know. So if you're in Scandinavia and you happen to pass a pile of stones and rock that sort of seems from out of nowhere, it's probably best practice to find a little stone, find a pebble, find a twig or a stick, and add it to the pile just for your own safety. And that is the Scandinavian Gjenganger.
Nice.
Ooh, I loved that one.
Yeah, it's kind of
That was great.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of spooky. I tried to find like stories to see if there was anyone that was like, I saw a Gjenganger, but I didn't find anything. But I think it's a really cool legend.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Right.
Yeah. Liked all of our stories today.
Me too.
Today.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, you want to take us out?
Okay. Thank you for listening to the Spooky Darlings. You can find us on our socials at the Spooky Darlings Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. And if you have folklore or a cryptid that you would like us to cover, email us at thespookydarlings@gmail.com.
Or a crime or anything.
Yeah.
Anything
Or just
paranormal.
a spooky story.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Fascinating.
And thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye. Goodbye.
5 stars.
Before we disappear into the shadows, don't forget, we're still sending out vinyl stickers. Leave us a rating and review and email us proof to thespookydarlings@gmail.com, along with your mailing address, and we'll send you some spooky snail mail while supplies last. And if your heart is still mourning that tote bag, may we gently tempt your way toward our merch store at thespookydarlings.printful.me. Treat yourself. You deserve it. Thanks for listening. And as always, stay spooky.